at it again, baby, and we got an interesting one. Let's dive in.
In short, I'm saying pay these women. That's what I'm saying. She's gonna go elegant about it. You need to be paid because you command the same respect. The game is just as good.
And then they motion. The guy ran a 50 yards. Get him.
Oh! Ooh. But also, to go back to the NBA thing, you get paid what you bring into the WNBA. If you didn't know, that was Candace Parker. And there was a whole thing about, WNBA players, mad that they don't get paid as much as NBA players. Well, your pay, it represents how much revenue you bring in. You don't... The WNBA doesn't bring in as much money as the NBA, so of course they're not going to be paid as much. I mean, that's just simple. But anyway,
the guy ran a 50 yards. Get him.
Men always say how women's soccer sucks. Then come to the field and try it with us.
Bring that. And he scored. 60-year-old men versus pro women. Sheesh. No. He is disrespectful. He is terrorizing them. And he's 60.
In the starter's hands. So let's see Asafa Power. He got away as you'd expect. He's going to gobble up the lead early. It's a ball. Riley Day Usain's off.
United States though. America in front. Jamaica being third or maybe even second place now.
And the back straight from the US team. Fantastic to see her back at this did. It's the Polish quartet. And Melko here running on the second leg for the Polish quartet. He's put down. And in fourth place is Zoe Clark for Great Britain. So Amelka comes over to the changeover. We'll have two Polish.
Look at that gap. My goodness, the guy's way up here. That's the closest woman.
Women now on the last two legs.
To be crowned. It's fighting Ursutic. And it's Michael Cherry.
I see what's about to happen. Most of these other teams, a guy is their last runner, except for the team that was in first place. Guess what's about to happen? That chick's about to get caught. That's what's about to happen.
Round that bend.
Yeah, she's up here. She's up here.
Close the gap to Vox. And look at the speed with which Cherry takes the Polish woman. She's grimacing and
he made that look so effortless.
Round that bend, trying to close the gap.
Effortless. Look at this.
At the speed with which Cherry takes.
They are running a 400, ladies and gentlemen. That's an entire lap around the track, and it looks like he's in a dead sprint. Wow.
The Polish woman, she's grimacing, and she's being reeled in here to get caught here. But can she hang on for a medal? The gold is going to go to Michael Cherry, and the Alison Felix moves to 12 world titles. Really close on the line.
Don't know. She would rag.
She got passed by 4 other teams. My goodness.
Doll him. First of all, have you ever...
Really close on the line.
Don't know. She would ragdoll him. First of all, have you ever seen Floyd Mayweather? He's about this tall, okay? And she would ragdoll him as soon as she put her hands on him.
Under Rousey, who would ragdoll Floyd Mayweather, was destroyed by a 5'7.5", 134-pound woman this weekend. Serena Williams is not beating a single man. There's not a guy in the country in the ATP Top 100 that's not beating Serena soundly.
Let's start with the elephant in the room.
That's right.
Why was it necessary?
I think you're referring to the fact that I said she'd be about 700 in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you think, Charlie? You're a tennis guy. You like to play tennis. I see you on the tennis court.
Right.
What do you think that Serena Williams would be ranked if she played in the men's
I have
game?
no idea.
It says he lies to keep his job.
Well, if you had a What do you think that Serena Williams would be ranked if she played in the men's game?
I have no idea.
Well, if you had a guess.
Well, she seemed pretty strong to me. I mean,
Very strong. The greatest female player ever.
Okay,
Nobody can prove this. Here's what.
Would you like to apologize?
No. But I
Oh, respect to this guy here.
The offer is this. Why don't you combine, just solve the problem? I'm sure the men would be all for this. The men and women play together. And then we don't have to guess.
And this is exactly why it's important that we protect women's sports, because more often than not, women can't compete with men, elite men. And it's just biology. Men are typically, on average, stronger, faster. So stronger and faster, I should say. So women have a great disadvantage against men, and it's important that we protect women's sports, not allow men to compete against women. It's just unfair to women. It's not saying that we don't have some women athletes who are absolutely phenomenal. I literally just explained that Serena Williams is literally the only reason why I've ever watched tennis. Serena, that is it. She's a phenomenal women's athlete, but yeah, competing against men,
All right, why? This is kind of 6 foot. Oh. Giving the ball away if you just cross willy-nilly.
I feel like that would hurt the crap out of my shoulder too. You know, my shoulder's starting to hurt and I haven't even done it yet. I'm just watching them like, ooh, man, that looks painful.
You know what, that's just
Game
considered 3-2.
Let's
see down at this end is a lob.
There's that one down the middle. Shouldn't be
Not
that
even
way.
able to touch them.
Oh,
Come on, John.
no, I knew that was coming. It's a fault, though.
Actually, it's funny because Andy Murray, he was been joking about myself and him playing a match. And men's tennis and women's tennis are completely almost two separate sports. I'm like, if I were to play Andy Murray, I would lose 6-0, 6-0 in 5 to 6 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Completely different sport. The men are a lot faster, and they serve harder, they hit harder. It's just a different game, and I love to play women's tennis. And I don't want to be embarrassed. I would not do the tour. I wouldn't do Billie Jean any justice. So Andy, stop it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you kill me.
The enemy doesn't care.
At least she admitted it. She knows. And that's the greatest women's tennis player of all time. Serena Williams is a monster. She's an animal, respectfully. So yeah, I respect the crap out of Serena for just being real, you know, putting the pride to the side and saying, yeah, the men's side of tennis is a totally different animal. It's a different sport over there. They hit harder, they're faster, they're stronger. Even some older men would beat me. And that is a fact. But a lot of people don't live in a world based on facts. They live in some fantasy world where facts don't exist. And all that matters is their feelings about a situation. You can feel a certain way all day long. People, when Usain Bolt was in his prime, people could get up on that starting block and feel like they were about to beat him. And then get blazed once the race started. It didn't matter how you felt. What was the result? That's what matters.
Gender you are. 21, come out here.
Number 16 stuff.
Number 16, step forward. Go and glove up.
Is the first female recruit to pick a man. Number 16, Nathaniel.
Uh-oh.
Race up.
I almost don't even want to watch this. Sheesh.
DS's instructions.
Yeah.
Race up. Fight! Go, keep fighting till I say stop.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't allow men to compete with. Look like a ginormous guy by, any stretch of the imagination. Looks like an average guy.
hope they've taught you how to knock down doors. In you go.
Oh no!
As high as you can. As high as you can. As high as you can.
Take a bigger run up. She's a hard lady.
Come on, Jen.
Remember the elbow.
Oh, these are firefighters.
Big run as fast as you can. And high.
And she can't knock open the little door contraption that they have there. Really, it looks like the contraption is on, like is balanced in some way. If you look at it closely, like when she hits like the door part, the back tilts up that she walked over. So really all she have to do is like just jump and lean against it and just try to use her body weight. But maybe it's extremely heavy. I don't know.
High.
So close.
As fast as you can. Well done.
Oh! Come out! That's great effort. Yeah, I think just too.
She tried. I gotta give her effort for, trying.
More throws and you would have been there. That's tough for you.
A man with no firefighter training has no trouble with the same task.
Bit of an ouchie one, I think. Be aiming higher. That's it. You got it. It's on the floor. Okay, brilliant. He's got the key. Come out. Yeah. Okay, fab. Brilliant. Well done.
A woman can actually fail the physical component of the fireman test and still become a firewoman to meet female quotas. Firewomen are paid exactly the same as firemen, who are more physically able and better suited to the job.
So, obviously, we saw the differences between men and women, and exactly why men and women shouldn't be competing against each other. It's not to say that, we don't have some fantastic women athletes and some very strong women out there, or that women aren't strong and, aren't able-bodied individuals, so to speak. But in comparison to men, elite men, you take an elite man and an elite woman who train in the same sport, a man's gonna win 10 times out of 10. That's just a fact. And even in real life situations that we saw there towards the end with the firefighter situation, the woman couldn't complete the task. A man did it very, very easily. I mean, he knocked the thing down with very little effort, and the woman completely struggled. And I think it's important to recognize that and to understand that. And I think it's more so of like a yin and yang kind of thing. I go back to a comment that Candace Owens had made a while back in a video that we checked. I don't remember which specific video, but I do remember her talking about men and women being a yin and yang, and how society now is trying to break apart that yin and yang, perfect of coming together, perfect fit kind of thing, and trying to say, oh yeah, women can do what men can do. Like, that sounds good. Or women can compete with men. That sounds good, but that's not the truth. And I think it's important that we live in a society of truth. But in the society that we live in today, we have to lie so that people don't get their feelings hurt about certain situations, which is just crazy to me. But as always, y'all let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.